Hello everyone, welcome to my video. So today I wanted to talk about letting go of your ego. And it's all well and good being a light worker, being woke, knowing what the right thing to do is. And I think sometimes you can, sort of go on in life as if because what you do know, that you sort of reached a level that you can't learn. And depending on your age, which really doesn't matter, what I'm trying to say is it's never too late to learn a lesson. And a very simple example actually that I can give you is something I've been through just yesterday actually. So my background is actually in customer services. I do a very good job when I'm at work, but usually as a customer, I'm pretty much the same as every other customer. I just, for myself, I didn't really see anything wrong with the way I was acting, but I go to this facility and there's a class that I do, and I sometimes tend to wait until the last minute to get there because otherwise I'm waiting ages for the class to start, and I'd rather make the most of my time. So I normally rush in and just say which class it is and my name, and after my name's ticked off I can go. But the thing is, it's okay. Today, what I did? I took an extra few minutes to go there early, just so I can be cordial to the receptionist and say, hello, how are you? Tell them that they were doing a great job, because I think that doesn't get done often enough in society. And also I learned about myself as well, and the only reason that I've come to this realization is I'm quite a direct person, and not everybody can take that. Yeah, it may come off as being quite rough, but I'm sort of straight to the point. I generally don't like to behave in a fake manner. I'm very straight. So I didn't see anything wrong with it because I was in a rush, and I just thought, well, that's all the information the receptionist needs is my name and the class I'm doing. I don't really give myself enough time for small talk, but I think it's very important, because the fact that I said a few extra words and told him that he was doing a really good job today made a difference, brought a smile to his face. And I, as a good person as well, I kind of felt bad all day yesterday, because I've been going like this for about a week until someone was with me and pointed it out, and it's not something I really was aware of. And I think this is one of the pitfalls of being on your own a lot of time, because you sometimes get used to your own behavior, until you're in the company of others. And I basically took my time to just say a few kind words to him today, and just to let him know that I was aware I'd slipped a bit in my manner, and went on my merry way. But obviously, I wouldn't treat a customer any kind of as in the manner I am as a customer. I thought about it actually, because I probably wouldn't want a customer like myself. Somebody who's quite tight with their time. And that was my issue, it wasn't his. He was so nice and polite. And I think it's very important sometimes not to get ahead of yourself and think because certain things that you're not, or you're at a certain age where you can't learn, because you can always learn. Yes, there's always room for improvement. And that was my lesson today, that it's always good to remain humble, and there's always something we can learn if we happen to be lucky to be in the company of someone who's going to point it out. So I'm the type of person, that I like to also help other people out and point things out that can help them improve. But I don't often have anybody do that for me. So when it's something really small like that, being in a rush and just not making the time to be cordial, it's important, I think, because it sort of helps the person who's working there remember that person, because they took the time to be kind in their words, rather than rushed off their feet trying to find your name, tick you off a class. So again, I just wanted to say that it's never too late. You can never learn enough. You're always learning. Knowledge is everlasting. And especially when it comes to the ego, you can always drop your ego bit by bit until you're not behaving like everybody else does. There might be certain mannerisms or ways of behavior that you've grown up with, you've been around, and you don't have to be that way. Because the funny thing is, like I said, I'm generally not that type of person, but I sort of have a bit of free rein when you're a customer. You can sort of cut corners, but it's really important, I think, just to be able to say hello to somebody. How are you? Just take that extra minute or two to be pleasant, and just pay them a compliment. Let them feel that they're doing something well. And the guy was really patient, really kind, and I think because I'm an older person as well, they didn't say anything to me. And I really need to count my blessings, because I told him I felt bad, always being rushed off my feet like this, and I've noticed that, and I was thankful that somebody pointed it out, and I can move forward now and make an improvement there, and just make a little bit of time, not to be fake to the guy, but to genuinely say hello and how are you. And that always just puts a smile on his face, makes the day brighter for both parties. And in every which way that we can, we should try to drop the ego. We may be used to certain types of behavior for years, especially when it comes to parents and children as well. There might be certain things that you were able to behave when they were younger, but as they get older, they are their own adults, and deserve that respect, and vice versa. So I think it's very important to keep learning, to keep dropping that ego in every which way you can, and to stay humble. Thank you very much for staying here with me and watching my video. And it would be interesting to have a few comments to see some topics that you'd like me to cover. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.